Welcome. This is the Myersville Community Library grand opening. Thanks for being here this morning. I'm Catherine Hall. I'm the Associate Director for Support Services at Frederick County Public Libraries, and it's my honor to be your MC this morning. We are going to begin by standing for the flag presentation and playing of the national anthem.
Color Guard, attention. Color Guard, forward, march. Color Guard, prepare to post the colors. Hand salute. Color Guard, post the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Color Guard, reform. Color Guard, dismissed.
Thank you, Myersville Boy Scout Troop 273, for joining us this morning. We're going to begin our remarks this morning, and we're going to hear from James Kelly. He's the Director for Frederick County Public Libraries.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here on this beautiful day. I'm pleased to join you this morning for the opening of the Myersville Library. Before I welcome 3 individuals who will share their remarks, I'd like to give a few comments of my own, but just acknowledge the other speakers that we have with us today. County Executive Jan Gardner, Myersville Mayor Wayne Craddock, and Chair of the Board of Trustees for Frederick County Public Libraries, Cheryl Smith. As you might remember, many of us stood on this place just over a year ago for the groundbreaking. It rained terribly that afternoon. Those of you who were here remember that. But despite the weather, the people of this community showed up. Your excitement and enthusiasm could not be dampened. And because of that unwavering commitment, we stand here today ready to open the library's doors. Specifically, I'd like to call out a few individuals and organizations whose hard work and advocacy were particularly helpful in making this library a reality. Our previous director, Daryl Batson, is here today. He partnered closely with Mayor Craddock and the people of Myersville I'd like to recognize the town and the council members, some of whom are in attendance today. Our county executive and county council who appreciate the value that libraries offer to their communities and to the county. Kai Hagan, Councilman Jerry Donald, and Jessica Fitzwater are in attendance as well today. I'd like to thank our Maryland State Library and our state librarian, Irene Padilla, who's here with us today. The state library oversees the Library Capital Grant Program, which helped us build this library. I'd also like to thank our library board for their support. I want to recognize our architect, Nolker and Hull. I know they're here today. Thank you. Rockwell Construction, and some of our other local partners in the county, the Department of Public Works and Maintenance, and also Parks, who I understand came and helped with some last minute details just yesterday so that we could have this beautiful opening day today. I thank you all for your support and your commitment. At Frederick County Public Libraries, our vision is of an informed, empowered, and vibrant community. And to achieve this, we focus on cultivating meaningful relationships that foster vibrant and strong communities. These relationships can take many forms: providing a book recommendation, helping a new parent navigate local resources, or supporting a retiree pursuing a lifelong learning goal. In each of these relationships, our focus is not just on the transaction of information, it's on the connections we make with our customers. And that's what makes today's grand opening so exciting. It's the start of a renewed relationship between Frederick County Public Libraries and the town of Myersville. We're looking forward to making even more connections and cultivating more relationships with you. So thank you again for your enthusiasm and your partnership, and we're happy to be part of this community. At this point, I'd like to welcome County Executive Jan Gardner to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Are you excited? I've got to tell you, I'm really excited. One of the favorite things that I do as the county executive is really celebrate the opening of our libraries. It's just a great community event, and for those of you who haven't been inside yet, it's really fabulous. So I'm pleased to be here to celebrate the beautiful new Myersville Community Library. We have been waiting for this for more than a decade. Some people say longer than that, all your life. When you walk inside, you'll agree that it was worth the wait. The library is absolutely beautiful. I know James mentioned this, but just over a year ago, we had a really large group of people show up here when it was absolutely pouring for the groundbreaking. So we knew the community was excited for this library. Today, the sun is shining. I don't think we could have asked for a more beautiful day, so it's a great day to celebrate. Now, this library has amazing space. It's 7,000 square feet. It has a children's area. It has all the traditional spaces a library might have. There's some wide open spaces, a patio, which is special, and room for community groups to gather. And the library celebrates the history of this community, featuring a beautifully restored trolley car from the old Hagerstown Frederick Railway that ran through Myersville in the early 1900s. Now, many of you will remember trolley car number 150 because Don and Wanda Easterday made it the centerpiece of the town's annual trolley festival. And I know Wanda's here, and I know Don is smiling down on all of us with excitement. I know Wanda's right there, watching the trolley car here in this new home. And we certainly want to also recognize the Myersville-Worcester Area Historic Society. Babs Savitt, is Babs here? Thank you. And Colleen Daniels, who's president of the Friends of the Library. These folks really represent our community, and this is why it is a community library. With all the interest, even before the library opened, I'm confident that this library will quickly become a gathering place for the town and the surrounding area and will serve as a community center. Because libraries are more about books, even though they're certainly about books, they're really about building community. And it has taken the entire community coming together to reach this point. The residents here were persistent, determined, and enthusiastic about getting a library constructed in Myersville. literally hundreds of families, I believe over 250 families, donated to this project. And you'll see many of them with their names etched on the bricks in the patio area. Middletown Valley Bank stepped up to be a major donor, sponsoring the early literacy panels in the children's area. And that's really important because libraries can help to improve literacy and really create a bright future for the next generation. And of course, the project is possible in great part thanks to Mayor Wayne Creddick and the town commissioners, both past and present. And I know Wayne's going to speak here in a few minutes. The town graciously donated this site. They provided some funding, and maybe most important, they paid to restore the trolley car. So the Myersville Community Library is a great addition to Frederick County Public Libraries, and our libraries are really thriving. Every year we have about 1.2 million visitors to one of our libraries or its branches. So we know that our residents really love the libraries. And this doesn't include what happens online. For the first time, we topped 3 million items circulated at Frederick County Public Libraries. So that's pretty incredible. Public libraries are absolutely essential to communities. I have a special place in my heart for libraries because, as many of you may know, my mother was an elementary school librarian. For many years, I grew up in a very rural area. We did not have a public library in our community, so my mother kept the library, the school library, open all summer. So as one of her children, I spent my summers checking out books, shelving books, and really have grown to have that love for libraries from my mother. And she still loves libraries, and she still runs a great book club, too. So I want to thank Library Director James Kelly and all of his staff who led this project to completion, the Myersville Branch Administrator, Marianne Currens, who has been getting the staff and the building ready for weeks. I also want to thank the Board of Trustees under the leadership of Cheryl Smith, and there's certainly been more than one Board of Trustees involved in this library for their work. And you know, all of these projects cross many county agencies, so I have to thank our Department of Public Works under the direction of Division Director Chuck Knife, who is here today, for managing this project. And I know that Tyler Muntz, who's also here, was the project manager for this project. And of course, we want to thank the architect, Nolker and Hall and Associates, and the contractor, Rockwell Construction. Of course, we can only build great libraries with the support of the County Council. Right now, we have 5 members of our County Council, or excuse me, we have all 7 members of our County Council who support our libraries, and that's really great. Our Council President, MC Keegan-Air, and the Vice President, Michael Blue, could not be here today, but we are joined by Council members Jerry Donald, who's here in the audience somewhere, right there, and County Councilwoman Jessica Fitzwater, who's here with her children around here, right over there. And I believe Councilman Kai Hagan is going to join us as well. So we can be proud that the new Myersville Community Library is a beautiful location that celebrates the town's rich history and is a place that will certainly launch and support a bright future. And with that, I need to stop so you can finally get inside this beautiful building. It is a great day in Frederick County and a great day in Myersville.
Thank you, County Executive. We have a few more people that would like a few words with you. We appreciate your support and the commitment to Frederick County, County Executive Gardner, and I'd like to invite Mayor Craddock to speak. He has worked very hard and has a big heart in this project.
Well, let me just take a moment and absorb all this as I look around. So many years ago, 18, 19 years ago, I did have a vision, but the vision really started before that in 1993 when my wife and I decided where's a place that we would like to live, build a home, and raise our children, and Myersville was that first choice. And when I came to the town, it was significantly different than what you see today in terms of the number of developments and the things that we have. One of the things that I noticed was missing was a library. So I had grown up in PG County, and oddly enough, in my senior years in high school, during the summers, I found an interest in going to the Library of Congress, of all things. What would a teenager do with their time? I went to the Library of Congress because you could literally go in there, and if you had any question, within a short period of time, the answers were there. And so I found it fascinating to be able to be in a place in which that type of knowledge could be acquired. But I thought, let's have a Myersville library. Several years later, when I had the opportunity and the honor and the privilege to serve as an elected official, I found myself in a position where I could take that vision and try to bring it to fruition. So I have a lot of people I want to thank. I'll try to shorten it in so much as that those that have already been recognized, I appreciate that as well. I'm going to mention some of those again, but in particular, Ray Hinkle, when I came on board, he welcomed me. He gave me the historical background in terms of Myersville itself, but also this idea of a library. And after many discussions about site selection and things of that, he supported my vision throughout. So I want to thank Ray for his time. Don Easterday, wasn't long I was in office and he came up to me. I didn't really know the gentleman, but many people said, you need to meet Don Easterday. So he came up to me one day and he said, Wayne, get in the car. I'm going to drive you around. And I thought, well, okay. He gave me a complete tour of the greater Myersville community from top to bottom. And we had great and wonderful conversations. And the history that he shared with me only supported the vision that I had about a library. And so we started talking about it then. Later, as years progressed, the idea of the trolley came into play. I want to thank past and present town council women and men for agreeing and supporting my vision through all these years. It really has been an honor to work with the people that I have. I want to thank specifically the folks here on Hart Place. I know when the construction began and throughout, there were some times where it may have felt a little inconvenient for different reasons, but I appreciate your patience, and I hope you'll see that this is going to be a great asset to the community and the homes here in the area. I want to thank my neighbors and friends, and they've all been very supportive of me throughout these years and the conversations that we've had. I want to certainly thank the past county commissioners, past and present county council, and most importantly, County Executive Jan Gardner. You know, we had these conversations when you were in different roles in the county, but she has always been supportive. And when she was in the leadership position, I said, I'm really going to take advantage of this now, and we're going to move this forward. But it hasn't been easy, but everyone has always supported the vision and finally advancing the project in the county's capital improvement plan. That's not an easy task to do. And the budgets. And so thank you very much, Jan. And thank you to the county council for your support. Colleen Daniels, you know, when I felt like this is really coming forward, you stepped forward. I didn't really have an understanding of the concept of Friends of Myersville, but it was quickly explained to me, and I very quickly found someone who chose, as the founding president, agreed to lead the Friends group and excuse me, brought her own passion and love for libraries to this community. And the success that you've had is just, it's so very grateful. And I want you to understand, the Friends this is not a one and done. You brought us here to this day. The Friends lives on. So please, if you have an interest, Colleen, I'm sure would be happy to talk to you. But it's the activities and the things and the events that are going to go on from here this day forward that really is going to be managed through the Friends of the Myersville Library. So Colleen, thank you so much. I want to thank the Frederick County Public Library Board of Trustees, past and present, particularly Chair Cheryl Smith, Vice Chair Mick O'Leary, Secretary Treasurer Candy Greenway, is George here? I want to Lagelli, Jenny D'Agostino, Karen Spurtzel, and Suzette White. Your support these past 2 years and the honor you have bestowed upon me with that community room name, let me keep it together here. I am so appreciative of that, and I appreciate all your support. Frederick County Public Library Director James Kelly for continuing the goal of your predecessor, Darrell Batson, and bringing this vision to the Myersville Library as we stand here today and celebrate. And then, of course, former and now happily retired Frederick County Public Director Darrell Batson. Thank you for your hours of discussion. Where did he go? He's here. Thank you, sir, for the conversations, the support, your own dedication to bringing a library to my community and making our community's dream a reality. So I challenge you, I don't know where we'll be in a few years from now, but why don't we plan 18 years from now, because that's about how long this took. We'll have a little reunion right here on the front, all right? Frederick County Library staff, all of you, thank you very much for particularly the events of this week and leading up to this day. Your activities, have been critical in bringing this to our community, and I look forward to the support that you will bring to the community with this new facility, all the things that it's going to offer as a gathering place. Town Manager Kristen Alshire, I think he's over there enjoying the new recreational activities with his wonderful family, but I can't express how much the time and the energy, and he has 5 children, and I don't know how he does it. But he does all that, and he does everything for the town, and he's also an elected official in the city of Hagerstown. The guy is unbelievable, but his time, his energy, his ideas, his negotiating, his risk management, the project management aspect that he provided, he was essentially the person that took all the complaints as well. I appreciate that, but he has been instrumental. Again, many more, but lastly, I want to thank my wife, Gina, and my sons, Leland and Patrick. I'm sorry. They're going to give me a hard time later. But thank you for your willingness to allow me to be away from all of you while I serve the town as a committed public servant. I love you for your patience, your understanding, and the unconditional love that you've shown me over these last 18 years. I couldn't have done it without you, and I appreciate it so much. And I hope one day, Leland and Patrick, you will bring your children to this very site. Hopefully you'll live in the community, but if you don't, that's okay. But please bring your children here as well. I think I've said enough. I look forward to everyone enjoying this. And again, as I look around, and this is what I envision all along, is seeing the young children here and the older adults. I want all of you to use this as a gathering point, please. With all of the things that are going on in the world today, I think we can feel that a place like this today, right now, is how it should be, right? There's nothing but love and understanding. I want to bring everybody together. These are not just 4 walls and a ceiling. It's a gathering place. It's a place for community to come together. And thank you all for your support.
Thank you, Mayor Craddock. We're thankful for the support we've received from you and from the entire Myersville community. I'd now like to welcome our final speaker, Cheryl Smith. She's the chair of Frederick County Public Library's Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Katie. I'm very pleased to be here representing the Board of Trustees today. New library openings are they're the most thrilling things that we have to do as part of our duties on the board. And when I was first appointed onto the board, I attended one of the first events I went to was the ribbon cutting for the New Brunswick Library. And then just a few years ago, we went to the Walkersville Library, from groundbreaking through to the ribbon cutting. But this event is the most special to me because this represents an expansion of the library system. This is a brand new library where there was none before. The others were replacing older branch buildings. So, I think, and that is a testament to this community and to the citizens of our county, of the value and importance that they place on libraries, how much they love all the services and the programs that our library system brings to us countywide, but also a testament to Mayor Craddock and the citizens of your town for seeing this through, for your perseverance and dedication and support to make this happen. I want to echo the thanks from everyone previously who spoke about the entire team, but I especially want to thank the library team who we worked with closely in making this happen. James, the director, and Daryl, previous director, he was very instrumental in getting this whole thing going and keeping the momentum of the thing going. I want to thank Sheila, who brought us progress reports every month and pictures from the drones. We had drone pictures every month of the construction progress, which went from nothing more than kind of a lot full of mud to what you see here now. I want to thank Marion, the branch administrator, and her staff for putting all of the resources together to fill the library that we're going to see here in a few minutes, and the state library that gave us our support. Irene, it's nice to see you as well. And special thanks to Mayor Craddock, this is truly a labor of love for him and for the county, the town council, and all the citizens of Myersville, making this dream come true. And so congratulations to you and to your town and to everyone on the team who made this happen. And I think with that, we're ready to go inside.
Okay, it's officially time to open the Myersville Community Library. I invite Director Kelly, Executive Gardener Mayor Craddock, Ms. Smith, and Branch Administrator Marion Currens to join me in cutting the ceremonial ribbon.